At the will reading, my dad left everything to my stepbrother. You need to learn to earn your own way. Then a different lawyer stood up and said Grandpa had left a separate will, and my dad realized he'd never actually owned what he'd just given away. The lawyer adjusted his glasses and read the final line. The estate, including the lake house investment portfolio valued at $4.1 million, and all business holdings, I leave entirely to my stepson, Tyler Hayes. Dad smiled at Tyler, who nodded like he'd been expecting this. Everyone in the conference room looked at me. My dad's voice cut through the silence. Riley needs to learn to earn her own way. She's had it too easy. I'd worked since I was 15, put myself through college with 2 jobs, built my graphic design business from nothing, while Tyler lived rent-free in Dad's downtown condo, driving Dad's spare BMW to his cushy job at the family company. The same company Grandpa had started. The same lake house where Grandpa taught me to fish every summer while Dad was too busy. But sure, I was the one who had it too easy. My stepmother Lisa squeezed Tyler's hand, beaming. Mom had been gone for 8 years, and Lisa had made it clear from day one that her son came first. Always. The lawyer closed the folder. That concludes the reading. I stood to leave when a door at the back opened. An older man in a navy suit walked in carrying a leather briefcase. Actually, he said, we're not quite finished. Dad frowned. Who are you? Leonard Westfield, senior partner at Westfield & Associates. I represent the estate of Theodore Mitchell, my grandfather. Dad's face went pale. My father's estate was settled 30 years ago. Not entirely, Westfield said, opening his briefcase. Your father created a separate trust in 1994 with very specific instructions. He pulled out documents. Theodore Mitchell was concerned about asset protection. He placed the lake house, the stock portfolio, and the seed money for Mitchell & Associates into an irrevocable trust. That's impossible, Dad said. I inherited those when he died. You had use of them, Westfield corrected. The trust documents state clearly, Robert Mitchell is granted lifetime use and management, with full ownership transferring to his biological children upon his death. He looked directly at me. The trust specifically excludes stepchildren and adopted heirs. The room went completely silent. Dad went rigid. I've owned those things for 3 decades. You manage them. Your father wanted assets in the bloodline. Westfield slid papers across the table. The lake house deed shows the trust as owner. The brokerage account, same. The LLC documents for Mitchell & Associates. Tyler looked sick. Lisa grabbed Dad's arm. Robert, do something. The trust is ironclad, Westfield said. Any attempt to bypass it triggered immediate transfer. Dad's lawyer flipped through papers. Your will distributed assets you don't own. The lake house, worth $2.8 million, belongs to Riley. The portfolio at $4.1 million, Riley's. Mitchell & Associates has 60% ownership tied to trust assets. I couldn't breathe. Tyler stood up. This isn't fair. I've worked at that company for 5 years. As an employee, Westfield said, the ownership shares revert to the trust beneficiary. Dad finally found his voice. Riley, we can work something out. You don't need all this. Stepbrother, I said quietly. You've been very clear about that distinction my entire life. Don't be vindictive, Lisa snapped. Tyler has built his future around that business, and I built mine from nothing while you all acted like I didn't exist. I looked at Westfield. What do I need to do? Sign here, he said. The trust transfers fully to you today. Dad's lawyer jumped in. Perhaps Riley could sell portions back to the family. Why would I? I picked up the pen. Dad just said I need to earn my own way. Looks like Grandpa made sure I'd have the opportunity. Riley, please, Dad said, his voice cracking. Be reasonable. I'm accepting what Grandpa left me. Same way Tyler accepted what you tried to give him. I stood. I'll call you guys tomorrow. You can't just walk away, Dad shouted. I turned at the door. You just told everyone I don't deserve anything. Grandpa disagreed. Maybe you should have checked who actually owned your life before you gave it away. I walked out, leaving my father scrambling to explain the mess he'd just created.